Hey y'all, this is Teresa, the Crafty Grams. Thanks for joining me for my very first video. I'm working on the Junk Journal January challenge. You may know I have posted some of my completed projects on Instagram and Facebook. So I thought today I would make a video and let you see how I do what I do. So I am behind. And today I am working on the challenge from the prompt from the 13th, which is opaque, even though today is, I believe, the 16th, which is unfold. We'll get there. So today, opaque. I don't really know what I'm gonna do, but I have this lovely bag that came, it was a packaging for some little appliance or other. So that's what I will be using as my opaque material. Let's get started. First of all, poor little journal for January. I thought it would be easier to work on each day's project if I could take the pages and just have a page to work on with no lumps, bumps, or anything else on the backside to interfere. However, I'm realizing that it's going to be really difficult to get this thing bound, being an increasingly chunky journal. I'll worry about that another time. That is future me's problem. For today, I will be working on opaque. So I have done in the past, well, last year actually, for January, the journal I made for January last year was, I had just collaged some coordinating papers and then covered the whole thing in some kind of paper. I can't remember the name of it, not vellum. But anyway, it's semi-sheer, and I used that all on top of a, big online retail stores brown paper mailing envelopes. And it really turned out nice. I really like that effect. But for a journal page, probably not that. So let's just see what I see that inspires me. Let's see if I can make a rhyme. Nope, no more rhymes. Sorry. Okay, so opaque. This is almost the right size, but since it's a bag, oh, wow, look at that. Since it's a bag, I only want one layer of it. So the first thing I will do is cut it to a more manageable size. My guillotine cutter is the only tabletop size one I have. And unless I'm cutting 12 by 12 papers, this is my cutter of choice. And of course, this paper is, there we go, not very cooperative because it looks slick and it feels slick, but it just wanted to stick to the surface of my cutter. All right, what I'm going to do, and what I have just had a little inspiration to do, is use a different cutter because it's not going to cut this plasticky stuff. Plan B already. At least I've made myself a nice little line to follow there, and I'm going to use my big scissors, even though they're not lefty scissors. I wish somebody would make these spring-back scissors with the blades in the left-handed positioning. It's not just the handles that matter, it's the blade. In left-handed scissors, the bottom blade is on the opposite side. May not make any sense. You may not appreciate what the difference that would make, but let me tell you, the first time I got a pair of left-handed scissors, I felt like I had to learn how to cut all over again. Because this is what I would normally do. I just would use right-handed scissors with my largely ineffective right hand and hope for the best, as I'm doing here. This stuff just don't want to cut. There we go. This is probably going to be like super not straight. Yeah, look at that. Super not straight with, I don't even know how that happened. So, let's see what we can do for damage control. Lock them up. Lock them bad boys up. Obviously, I'm not adept at using my right hand, but so I think I'm going to make a pocket out of this little opaque piece of plastic. So maybe I can just cut this way. And y'all, I have no idea what glue is going to look like, if it's going to show, if it's not going to show. It's all going to be a surprise that will reveal itself as we go. So, all right. So there's a pocket that's opaque-ish. What am I going to put in the pocket? Don't know. What am I going to put on the page? Don't know. We'll figure it out. So, something I like to do is pockets, obviously. Pockets and tags, and I make them so that they're sort of coordinating. Like I'll cut a pocket and a tag out of the same piece of collaged paper, so I don't have a lot of just individual tags, or journal cards, or anything like that laying around. So maybe we'll end up making some of those. Let's see if I can get this glued on to the paper first. First things first. Anybody else have one of these things? This is the My Sweet Petunia Precision Glue Press. We have a challenging relationship, she and I, because I do like it. I have weak grip strength, but I also have a very shaky hand, so it's hard to get anything. I can't get this off on a straight line. I mean, for nothing, I can't get this on with a straight line. I don't know why I'm putting the glue on here like it's a pocket, or like it's gonna be a pocket, but I'm gonna see how we go. It's all an experiment, right? It's a learning process. Journaling is a learning process. Crafting of all kinds is a learning process. And I very rarely can recreate precisely anything I've done before. Like, oh, this is lovely. Okay. We're not completely dead yet. Let's see. There's yesterday's and its mess. But let's see what happens. It's all an experiment. We are all scientists making experimental craft items. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Let me see if I can spread that a little bit. Ooh, yeah, I can. Sweet. Well, if it holds, if it dries, and if it holds, then that will be really good, because it did not show really all that much. So I'm pleased with that. Now let's see what we can do to make the things that I said we were going to make. Tag and a journal card. Let's see. Actually, let me go see over here. I have some bases. Let's see if I have anything that screams at me. Excuse the sniffles. It is winter in Georgia. And yes, even in Georgia, it gets cold. And not only does it get cold, it changes very quickly. So this is my box of sort of blanks, I guess. They're not really blanks, but they're made from collaged. What do we call it when we make the, anyway, those things, masterboard. And then some of them are good ideas I've seen on YouTube and just made and didn't decorate. So basically just blanks. So I am looking for, not pockets, I have one of those. I'm looking for something I can use for a, there you go. That's a good blank tag. Let's see if I can find a journal card of some sort that would not clash with that, if not necessarily match. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. It's pink. What is this? That's a nice, it's got a gloss on it. What the heck is that? Oh, glossy stuff is not my jam, so to speak. There's a good journal card. I wonder if we can do something with this side of it. Let's see, there's a few of these. Hold that thought. We might have something going here. Yeah, that looks like it would fit without being too wide. This tag is just too big, I think. Maybe not. Let's see. I think I'll decorate this side because it's sort of, I mean, it has the same color flowers, if not the exact same type of flowers. I'm not big on that. I don't know. The only ones I know are the ones that everybody else knows. Roses, daisies, and a few others. I know a lily when I see one. Not much more than that. Okay, so first things first, let's round these corners. Come here, you. My hands are cold, so everything's gonna fall out of them. So, I mean, the rest of me is fine, but I have an autoimmune disorder, which includes Raynaud's syndrome, if anyone's familiar with that. It's where your hands and feet get cold, turn colors, all that great stuff. So they're not really turning colors today, but they are definitely feeling chilly. Right. That's a bit flimsy, but I guess she'll do. And then the next thing is we shall ink. As Gail Agostinelli likes to say, ink and think. So I am inking while I am thinking what I would like to do as embellishments and decorations. This journal card I feel like does not need much, but I might want to put something a little with a little depth on there, like maybe a 3D popped up, I don't know, something, flower maybe, or a butterfly. Butterflies and flowers go together, right? And this basically is a blank slate, but I will coordinate it with whatever I decide to do on the journal card. So I hope everyone, wherever you are, is happy and safe and healthy. My heart goes out to anyone who is from the California area affected, and I know it's probably gone on to other states to be affected by the smoke and all of that nonsense that came off of the California wildfires. I am so deeply sympathetic to your losses, and I hope that you're able to get back on your feet and be someplace safe and warm or cool. while you try and figure out where you go from here. And I really hope you get all the assistance you need right off that platform. So this is a little bit patterned. So I'm going to use this little trick. I'm going to put, this is just a piece of, cardboard that I took the other side off of. And to do that, I just wet it down, spray it a little bit, and let it sit. And that cardboard backing, I guess, just came off like peeling glue off your skin. Remember doing that as a kid? Put the glue on the fingers just so you could peel it off again. Because it's kind of gross. Which, kind of gross means super fun and cool. Right, here we go. That, please don't shake hands, they're shaking. Okay, there we go. Close enough for our purposes here today, I hope. Right, so of course, I didn't ink the back of it. That didn't make as many long lines as I wanted to, but there's the suggestion of it. Good enough. Right, we will do, let me ink the back of this since I neglected to do that. So, anyone else doing this Junk Journal January challenge, I guess? This is the first time I've done it to this extent. I have done it in the past, sort of, off-grid, I guess, to myself. Just not, I don't normally post anything on social media, and I certainly don't make videos about anything that I do in my craft room. But I have been contemplating making videos for a while, and I have all the, basic things that you need to do it. A camera, and I do have a dealie to hold it up there. So I thought, all right, time to do it. No time like the present. We shall see. We shall just see. Okay. I try not to watch anyone else's videos, like the creators that are doing each challenge every day and putting their video up about it. I try not to watch those or anyone else who's posted, this is how I did my whatever challenge, or whatever prompt, because I like to see if I can figure out something on my own that's maybe not original, but that I haven't tried before, and certainly nothing that I've done that anyone else has ever seen, because I don't share my work till now. So, okay, we're going to do flowers, I decided. I'm going to put a piece of book page or something, just because that's a bit busy. And maybe I could make that a tuck spot. Can't put too much on them because they are going to be going in and out of a pocket. And that has dried with, you can see where the glue was. I can anyway. I don't know if you can see that without a horrible glare. But you can see the spots where the glue was. Oh well. Que sera, sera. Let's see. So a piece of book page. I have lots and lots of that. But do I have any I can put my fingers on? Yes, I do. Right here. So let's see. Oh, that's not what I'm putting it on. Look at that. I just hit it lucky. I got the right size right off the bat. There we go. And I'm just going to tear this off because I do like the rough edge look. Okay. Back to inking. Excuse the sniffles, I'm so sorry. So yeah, we had the 30s Fahrenheit temperature overnight, and right now it's in the 60s. So that just messes with my system. You know, a 30-degree temperature change, and then it'll be back down into probably the 30s again tonight. That back and then forth and really messes with my head. Literally my head. It makes my allergies go into overdrive, and my nose is stuffy or runny, and it's just rough, rough, rough. That's what it is, rough. Okay, well, I like that. I will put that there. I'm going to use this rather than my glue stick, which is what I would normally use, because this is washi tape, and it, you know, washi tape doesn't like to have stuff stuck to it all the time. So I'm gonna force it to take something stuck to it. And apparently I'm not gonna make this into a pocket or a tuck spot or anything. I'm just gonna put her down. I'm gonna put you down. Where's my squishy thing? There we go. Oh boy, that was a lot of excess goo. I think I'm gonna need a, gosh, my poor craft mat. Look, I put a crinkle in it. Oh well, it is junk journaling, right? I think I need a new wipey. So let me pause to find my pack of baby wipes and be letting it air out to dry. I don't like, obviously, if you use a wet wipe on your paper, it's not gonna go well. It'll make your paper all, you know, damp and weaker and all that. So there. Okay, right. Flowers and such. Butterfly. I really think she needs a butterfly on that because she has enough flowers. Maybe a label, maybe some words, you know, the usual. When and if I know where my ephemera comes from, I will say that. But these, I have no clue. It sort of blends in too much. Yeah, I have no clue where these came from other than online. That's about all. I don't know. I got a lot of my stickers and things like that from AliExpress, Shein, some from Temu, but I mostly I use printables now because I've discovered a couple of years ago, I discovered that my crazy self loves doing fussy cuts. So I fussy cut print offs a lot. Yes, I do that a lot. Because I find that fussy cutting pretty much anything, I find it soothing. So there you go. That is my weird and wonderful trait. I don't like that. I don't like that. Gosh, all these butterflies and I can't find one that's gonna make me happy. Yeah, I am picky, but I think we all are, really. Well, that's not horrible, but I still feel like it needs something. I think we're gonna need a tag. I need a tag. but I think we need a bigger tag than the ones I have here. What is in this box? What is this? It's not labeled. It's a mystery. Ooh! It is little clusters. Let's see what we have in our newly discovered little clusters. Oh, excuse me, butterfly. We may not use the butterfly after all. Let us see. I kind of like that one with that. Yeah, I kind of like that. Sorry, you're dismissed for now, butterfly. And let's see. Will we make the tag that matchy-matchy and put another... Well, that's cute without being excessively coordinated. That's definitely something to think about. Well, that was a happy surprise. Part of my purpose in doing this Junk Journal January is that I have so much accumulated stuff that's just all around my desk, if not on my desk, that it has no, like, it doesn't go with a kit. It wasn't used for a specific journal. It was just part of my junk journal cutting out ephemera. What am I trying to say? My fussy cutting elaborateness. That I have all of this ephemera that I fussy cut. And that it's just all hanging around. And I really would like to use it because I really like it. And not to mention, I spent a lot of time cutting it. Fussy cutting it. Which I really am hoping I don't have to do on camera because I'm with the shaky hands and the weak hands and all of that. It's kind of painful to watch. Let's see. Well, let me go ahead and put this on there because I'm liking it. Whoa. Slow down, girl. It's fully loaded with a new batch of glue, so she's really flowing. She's going with the flow. Right. Where's mine? Okay, so still think we need something up there. Let's look at some words. Words are always good. Words are hard for me to speak, but words in this are lovely and useful. Let's see, these are Rach and Bella. Let's see what we have. This is what I try to do when I do some fussy cutting now, is I put the creator's name or the shop name or something useful. So I know that these are from Rach and Bella on their Etsy shop. Oh, transform. No, no butterflies on there. Let's try again. I don't know why I thought there was butterflies on there. Flowers flourish. All right, that's gonna be it. Flourish. But again, I really think I need a label of some sort behind it. Let's see. I think in my mind I have some that I think will work. Let's see if that works in reality. Okay, in you go. Back into the box. Tesco for the labels. These are all from Everything Charlie on Etsy. Yep, I like that. Okay. Let's give this a little zhuzh around with the dauber. And I will this one. This was done, I did this on a piece, I printed these out on a piece of coffee dyed sticker paper, which I think was quite bold of me. If I'm correct, that's what I did with these to give them that lovely, yep, that's what it was. Look at there. Boom. Oh, but it's not really sticky anymore. That's part of the problem. Don't hoard your supplies so long that they don't do their job without assistance. Let's see, that's the thing. I went all the time and trouble to make them. So, definitely not going to get rid of them. Just a little old dab of glue. Glue stick glue. We'll fix that problem. Make sure it doesn't come off. And this was not printed on sticker paper at all. So, we will put her in the glue stick. Right. There is our lovely journal card. Ready to go in. I really like that. Okay, your turn. It's your turn now. Let's see what we have over here. I have no idea what these are or where they came from, but let's see what they got, what we got in here. Oh, that's a pretty butterfly. Let's see. These are just definitely on plain printer paper, which, I wish I knew where they came from. These are rather nice. What do we think? This watercolor might be too modern. Let's see if we've got something else that's not quite so new looking. Got a bite taken out of it, apparently. Let's see if we can find a way to might have to do something to, right, let's just cut this black part off here. Probably should have done this on my guillotine, but there we have it. This doesn't count as fussy cutting, it's just straight line cutting, right? Doesn't count, doesn't count. I think I can, I think I can. I'm sorry I can't cut and talk at the same time, apparently. It's beyond my coordination abilities. So I think if I just distress it, it'll be hunky-dunky, or hunky-dory, or some such. Let's see. What do you think? What do we think? Excuse the sniffles. I think I like it over here, though, because it's just sort of, you know, offset the bit of tape there, washi tape. Well, let's start with that. And we'll figure out the rest. I will use my glue stick for this. If I'm off camera, it's just because I'm on camera. Just gluing using my glue book so I don't get glue all over the place. Before I used a glue book, I used this, as you can probably tell. And I have a lovely new one that's not nearly as yucky, but I just don't have haven't worked up the courage to actually use it because it's so pretty and clean. Yeah. Oh, that'll change, I'm sure. I mean, I'll get the nerve to work it up when this one really makes me grossed out or whatever it does. I don't know. Let's put this back up there. I saw something somewhere. Someone suggested you store your ink pads face down. It keeps them from drying out. I don't know. What do you think? Let's see if we can find a suitable. I have no idea where these tags came from. So, not a clue. That was definitely done on a different paper than these, but they are the same. They are from the same printable. I just think I did these like 2 to a page or something. I made them smaller and definitely not on the same kind of paper, or else yeah, these are definitely coffee dyed. Okay, so let's figure this out. Seems like they're all the same size, the ones that are coffee dyed. So let's see if we can sort of replicate a coffee dye with some ink. And these are just pieces of sticker paper, because why wouldn't you do that? Oh, look at that. Graphics Boutique Art, vintage frames. How about that? I did save the name. I saved the name. Let's see if I can get this one. Ugh. Cutting circles. We'll see how it goes, kids. Let me put these back in their little box. I'll put them to the side anyway. And we'll see what we got. Let's see if I can cut this without making it too much off round. I'm just not really good at cutting circles. Never have been. So this is quite bold of me to do this with you all watching. Let's see. There. Still left a point there. I don't know why it's so flat right there. I can't get this to fix it. Good enough. Good enough. All right. Let's use this darker one. See if we can get it to come close to that amount of, it's not the right color either. All right. Try again with the archival ink, vintage photo. That's much better. Yeah. Got that to grunge up nicely. Okay, I like that. Very happy with that. Thank you very much. I thought this was sticker paper. I could be wrong. I am not. And it still feels pretty sticky. Like that. And this I know is sticker paper, and it's fairly new sticker paper. And there we go with that. Oh, do we need, we definitely need something, because I definitely put that in the wrong place. Let's put that a little lower. That's better. Okay, I do think I want something there. I definitely want a little something there. Let's see. We might be back to the butterflies. These little flowers from Ginger Journals are freaking adorable. So we may go for one of those. Again, part of my fussy cut obsession. That's quite cute. Again, that's Ginger Journals on Etsy. Let me ink this up a little bit. This is not sticker paper. So, no. We'll just pull out the old glue stick that I just took the time to put the lid on. That's okay. It's okay. It's all good. And put her there. Put her there, pal. All right, I like that. Now, what about let's see how much room we have above her. Yeah, I think I might put a hole with some, I don't know, ribbon, twine, something. Okay, let me get out my hole punching. This is just a regular hole punch, not not using my Crop-A-Dile, because I don't plan on putting a brad or anything in. Brad or eyelet. I'm just gonna make the hole and then look in my little box of bits and pieces. That holds pretty good. Let's see what we have. I think you guys are in the wrong box, but that's okay. Here's a piece of pink. It's very thin. Let's not use that one. I like this. What do we think? It's a bit long. Maybe I'll just use half of it. Let's see. See if I can get it through the hole without too much trouble. I don't do anything really fancy with the ribbons or bows, or I don't make bows or anything with I just do the simple like that because I just like it. Okay, well, there we go. That was a lovely little experiment that turned out pretty good, if I do say so myself. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you'll come back for the next time.